Okay guys, we're here with the Imaginary, and we're going to let you guys know how they got together, where they're going, and what their plans are for recording, touring. So, how did this whole band start? Where did the whole idea of the Imaginary come from?
So, me and James here, we met at the Music Academy, downtown Toms River.
Okay.
We'd been doing like ensembles and band stuff there for a little while. Both of us had done one song together, and then it was "Runaway" by Del Shannon. And then a few years, I think it might have been a year or two later, James got back in touch with me. He was like, "Do you want to start a band together?" And I'd already had a bunch of songs written, so.
Oh, nice. So you had originals written before you guys even got together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like way ahead. Some of these bands get together with covers and they let them start writing, so like, years later.
Yeah.
So that's a good start. So how old were you when you first picked up a guitar, or how do you even get into music?
I was around 10.
Wow.
My dad had a guitar,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
picked that up at some point. Started messing around with it, learning YouTube tutorials before I eventually got lessons downtown.
Oh, nice.
And then band started. Well, I know I was 15 when we did the EP. It's the 6 songs.
Yeah.
That's pretty good because starting off that young, I like most of the successful bands, like the common thread is they all start off I'd say at least under 18.
Yeah.
Some of these guys start off playing when they're 3 years old, or start banging on pots and pans, taking spoons out of the drawer and just making symbols out of whatever's in the closet.
Yeah. I think I was doing stuff like that since I was pretty little.
Yeah. So what's nice about that, you actually, as you're growing and developing, you develop into the music mentality, and your song, creativity grows with it. So that's a really good start. So then you just started playing before you got lessons on your own, or you picked up the guitar and just made stuff up, or you did covers?
Yeah. I learned the basics and then started doing some basic covers, and then eventually not too long after, I started doing my own basic original stuff, just for myself, basically. I think I always hoped to put it out someday.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah,
and now with the competitive landscape of the music industry, it's you go on YouTube, you're just another grain of sand in a big, ocean and beach. So people got to realize you have to really put a lot of work and time into it to stand out.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's great. So you guys got together with just a 2-piece at first, or how?
Yeah, me and James.
Yeah. Just because 2 people is a lot easier than anything more than 2 people.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just one less headache, one less person in the mix,
and musicians aren't really reliable anyway, so.
You took the words out of my mouth. I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
So these are all the bands we interviewed on some of them, and the one thing they say, they have a hard time getting these people to come to practice, agree on songs to write, agree on creativity. So now it's just instead of fighting with 5, it's just 2, right?
Yeah.
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 So how did you start playing drums?
I got into drums through the school band, and so I was kind of late to it. I wasn't 3 banging on pots and pans.
Okay.
I signed up for it basically just because my friend did, and I was like, all right, I'll do it too, and I ended up liking it. And at the time, I was also, becoming a teenager and developing an actual taste in music.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, then I started lessons, and I really liked it from the beginning because they were teaching me songs that I actually liked instead of, Mary Had a Little Lamb kind of stuff.
Instead of walking in the marching band, just banging on the
right,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more involved.
Yeah. So you started really getting into it, and it started really learning what music was around during your growing up time in high school, and just grow up with it. Oh, that's great. So is there any particular reason you chose the drums of all the instruments?
Because it's in the back.
Hey, that's a good answer, because sometimes these drummers, they really get cut out.
Yeah. No, it holds everything together.
Yeah. So what's if you had to give everybody one takeaway about the drums, what's the takeaway as far as being a drummer? Is it more timing and counting, or is it what's the whole?
It's more knowing your place.
Yeah.
You never want to overdo it, but you don't want to be too boring either.
Yeah.
So I think developing your own style is really important. The further you get into it.
Yeah, like want to do your own like unique little fills or
Right, yeah.
different ups and downs.
Yeah, you can kind of take from
Yeah.
all your influences and make your
Yeah.
own thing.
Yeah, and that's what makes a lot of these musicians more creative. I hear the ones that like have a little bit of lessons but don't have a lot, or like the ones that are more creative. So if you have a lot of
Right.
lessons, you're developing to that guy's, what he's teaching you, his style. You want to put your own creativity.
Yeah, yeah.
So just know the core of it, but at the same time add your own uniqueness to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're just going to stop with the drums, or you're just going to switch over another day to guitar?
I mean, I've been playing guitar for a few years now.
Okay.
I'm not like at Sky's level, but I can play guitar.
Yeah, I think that's like great for a drummer, just to be able to just understand what it's like on that side. So when you're playing drums, you get a feel for the mix.
Yeah, and I've gotten into piano too, and
Okay.
trying out harmonica now.
Okay.
Just because.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So many different instruments out there.
yeah.
Why not try some more, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So you guys were just a two-piece, then one day you decided to get a bass player. How did that even happen?
Well, we decided that bass sounds good.
Despite what people say, here's what I say about bass. I say this to everybody about bass. Oh, I don't hear the bass. Well, take away the bass, then you're like, oh, now I see why you have a bass. Until you take it away, you don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, so that's when John came in clutch with this.
How do you meet him?
Filling
How do you hook up with him? Is it a friend or just?
Yeah, so these guys have been playing music a lot longer than I have. I kind of like just started out when I was 19. I'm 21 now, so
Oh wow, okay.
2 years ago, on like about to the month, like last September.
Oh wow.
So I'm in a band there, and his teacher is like the instructor in my band. So he knows that I'm trying to get out there and get other gigs and like get other spots to see what's going on in the music world because I'm new to it.
Yeah.
So he hooked me up with James, and he said, "Hey, I got a guy. He has a gig coming up soon, and he needs a bass player." And of course, I was all over it because I want to get my foot in the door. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
So they sent me a couple songs. They sent me all the chord charts. They said, "Do what you want to do. Play what you feel." So I came up with a few things, and we started jamming.
That's pretty cool. So you actually just got into the band and you got some stage experience right away. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Oh, that's really can't go quicker than that. So that's actually good. 'Cause some of these bands may play in their basement garage for years before they go out there. So for you to jump on the stage right away, that's
Yeah, well, I've played at a couple different like spots with my band at the Music Academy now, set up like through the Music Academy, so it's like one of their like shows kind of thing, like
like their sponsor thing.
yeah, exactly, like a sponsored thing, yeah.
Okay.
So I have a little bit of stage experience, so
Okay.
I'm there a little bit, not as much as these two guys, but
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the most important thing is just liking what you do and dedication.
Yeah, he learned our songs note for note in like
Yeah.
a week. Yeah, it was actually really impressive.
That's pretty good.
It's just practice.
Yeah.
That's gotta be nice. I saw the interview when they lost their bass player from Metallica and they had all these guys in there and they're like they couldn't even play all the Metallica songs.
Yeah.
When they first got in there, so they're like, well, can you at least fake it until you get on
Right.
stage? So
Yeah.
that's pretty good. A lot of bass players do that. You don't even know it, but
Mhm.
just play something.
Yeah.
So as far as your career path, do you guys have a plan? You guys tell us about your EPs, your recording time, the studio time.
Yeah, so the EP, I think we had been together, I don't know if it was half a year or a whole year.
It was like 6 months.
Yeah, it was 6 months, and we had gotten the 6 songs down.
Oh, nice.
And it was one of the other teachers at the Music Academy. He had put out his own few albums, so he had a studio in his shed, and we recorded it in there in like 6 hours.
The whole thing is 6 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, 6 songs. Then you did the mix too, or you can
The mix was, I guess, later. We communicated over text and stuff for the mix. Yeah. And after that, the album was like a year or two later, and I guess the songs were a little more developed than they were in the EP. The EP was just guitar, drums, and then I overdubbed the bass track.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and for the album, I overdubbed some different guitars. James put on some piano, and I got more into bass as well. Because what you said that when you take the bass out, that a fundamental part of the song is missing. A lot of the stuff that I'm into, the bass is at the forefront. So I've always wanted the bass to be in there. locked in.
Yeah, they're part of that rhythm section, with the drums, and it just goes hand in hand. If it's not in there, the song just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, when you
Especially
take...
depending on what type of medium you're listening to, different radios, you hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that one took a few sessions too.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it took like the EP took one session, the album took like 4 to 6 sessions. And we did that with a guy in Tom's River. He's since moved, but we were able to communicate ideas and work things out in the studio, and I think it came out for the better because of that.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys wrote a lot more songs that were actually on the album. Was it tough selecting what songs were going to go on the album, or was it something you guys knew right away?
At first, sorta, because some of the songs I'd written were sort of more sketches than songs, and it took a little to develop things. I know there were a few songs that we definitely wanted to put out there, but also James wrote some stuff too, and I think those songs came out really well.
Oh, he was allowed to take part in some of the writing process?
Yeah, I'm open to everyone taking part in writing.
Yeah, I'm the classic Ringo gets 2 songs.
He gets 2 songs and all the kick points he wants.
Yeah. Yeah, but that at that time we didn't have as many extra songs that we wanted to put on as we do right now.
Yeah. I feel like the songs then that got kicked off were like, it was a little easier to realize what songs were going to go on the album. Whereas, I don't know, I think I have like 15 about kicking around now that I'm considering with, and I've just been doing on GarageBand and stuff, and then sending it to the guys.
So your songwriting process, is it something you just come up with an idea, or is it something as you guys get together, you kind of just write the songs as you're jamming, or do you write them all first and then meet and then try to put them together?
Well, at least for the sort of more pop song structure type stuff, I guess I'll come up with a riff or a progression, just record it on a notes app or something, and then voice memos. So it's
that works pretty good on the phone. You can get a lot of the time.
Yeah, and then I'll work things out to where I can get it into a good structure, and then track that on GarageBand. Or I also have a cassette 4-track that I got a little bit ago, so I've been using that as well.
That's fun with the old stuff to get that unique sound.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And I think those bands that used Porta Studios in the 80s and 90s have inspired me.
Yeah, no, definitely. You can't replace that authentic sound with all digital stuff.
Yeah, and then
it's usually you just send me like a bunch of demos, and then I'll take them and add my own thing to it.
Yeah.
There's been a few times that we've actually developed songs together. But it's mainly he has 90% of it done, and it goes from there.
Okay, he's coming and add the drums to it and kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I would still say the songs morph significantly from when I first demo them to when we start playing them, and then when they get recorded. And I think that's all the time for the better.
Yeah, and exactly. I'm sure as you record it, you go through the mixing process, you probably tweak it a lot. 'Cause that's when I notice a lot of the really good songs, they spend a lot of time mixing them. That's where it sounds good out there. So you can play it live, it's good, but once you really dial it in, you add all the uniqueness to it.
Yeah. Also, James has more experience with like recording software than I do. We were just working on some with.
Were you GarageBand or you Pro Tools?
I use Logic.
Oh, Logic Pro?
Yeah, I work on my own music as well.
Oh,
So
that's pretty cool. You ever heard of stuff you recorded? Like your own?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's a little different, but
music is music.
it's fun. Yeah.
So will you play everything in that?
Yeah, I mean it's live guitars and
Yeah.
synths and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty
Drum
cool.
machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about those. The tracks are unlimited. You know, like 50 tracks.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Yeah.
Those things. All right. So so you guys got an EP and a full album out. And where else can we find you? Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah, it's on. Should be on all streaming services, and we also have some CD copies of both the EP and the album. There's more CD copies of the album that we have right now.
That's great. That's what I like to hear from you guys. You guys go back to like the old original days. You have the CDs, use the old recording stuff.
Yeah.
That's authentic. You can't ever, the digital stuff can never replace that, no matter how far we go with technology. That's cool.
I think the vinyl's probably a little far away now. It's a little too
I
expensive.
mean, you can probably get vinyls, but how many people have the record players? How much is it going to cost you?
Yeah,
get the vinyl, you know.
Set up.
the cost of everything, just when it comes to making music, has been hard.
And you're right, it's really tough for a lot of musicians. That's why I started this show. I'm trying to bring all the good original artists out there to the surface, because I know how tough it is for musicians, especially the competitive landscape. Like I said, there's so many out there. You go on a global scale, you go on your phone, TikTok, Instagram, there's bands from around the world.
Right.
How are you going to compete with that? So you have the EP, the album. You guys have any like little tour set up or local shows you're playing? Or?
So, I think we eventually want to plan to do some more shows. I'm not sure when the tour would happen, but James lives in Pennsylvania right now.
I live a couple hours away, so obviously live shows are something we want to do.
Yeah.
It's just we really have to plan for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely understand that. All right. So, anything else you want to say about any of the songs? They're going to play three original songs today for you guys that they chose. Feel like you guys should hear. Anything you want to say about the 3 songs? Or?
2 of the songs were from the album that we recorded a couple of years ago, and then the first song we're going to play is a new one that it's been kicking around for a little while, and that we're pretty proud of.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's the names of the songs you're going to play?
The new one is The Man on the Airplane, and then the other 2 are No More Chords and Words Go Round. Forgot the order of them.
Oh, that's fine. All right, well, guys, Imaginary, check these guys out. They're original, creative. They have their own unique sound. You can hear when they play what they sound like, and they're not like the other bands out there because they have their own unique thing. They started as a 2-piece. They had the bass player, so better follow.
Yeah, we're not like other bands.
Yeah, they're not like other bands.
Down the
Perfect. Excellent. There you go.
Okay, song 2. No more chords?
And then I'll say it will be okay someday. And the good times, well, it'll be this fine sometime. There are no flaws to this world anymore. There's no gathering in life, looking for a tuning time. There are no flaws to this world anymore. Carry on melody, certainly no harmony. There are no laws to this world anymore. And let them worry me, there will be out of me. And they'll say, babe, it will be okay someday. And in his mind, well, it all is fine sometime. There are no chords to this world anymore. There's no gathering the headlines, looking for a tuning time. There are no chords to this world anymore. Barely on melody, there's no harmony. There are no chords to this world anymore. And if there were any, they would be out of me.
Excellent.
But so never the people say and then they have where you go. You say hey yo.
sounds good.
Do you wanna do that
You
again?
can take it. I don't know if the
There was a couple
feedback-
feedback spots.
Yeah, you can do another take if you want.
Do you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it.
Ready?
That was perfect.
Yeah.
smiled like heroes after what they've done. They held him down as they knew what his lungs. They tied him up inside the place dumb. Putting up on the all in one. And out down the old face. Down the old face. Save him. Down the old face. Cry for his life. Something like it is your clothes on. You really only said to yourself this plane going off on the door. It's a big now. Down the old thing, down the old thing, save him. Down the old thing, cry for his life.
Alright, we're rolling, so whenever you want to start. So make it a good show, whatever you guys want to do, make it cool. So this is going to be, what song? You do.
Should I start off? Okay.
Taken into custody. The others got blamed for so-called bravery. The suspect was only a victim here. You can hear his crying and his helpless scream. Land on the airplane, save him. Land on the airplane, cried for his life. Oh, the land on the airplane, save him. Yeah, I mean, should probably do the second take of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe let's hex out the three smashes.
Okay.
Just to make it smoother, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
I,
did-
can't learn it.
I also
It sounds good, I know, but
I forgot the second verse, so I sang the third verse. I was just saying.
I didn't notice that.
Okay, well that's what I was hoping.
Yeah, we have changed my pills now.
But if you gotta look it over.
Alright.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. If you want to do it again or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do a second take of that, or should we move on to
Let's do it.
That's
Yeah.
the second take. No three hits.
Okay. They smiled like heroes after what they'd done. They held him down as he blew out his lungs. They tied him up inside face down, 'cause they knocked on the door and wanted out. Man on the airplane, man on the airplane, said yeah. Man on the airplane cried for his life. The metal troubles he has don't count, 'cause he said something like it needs to calm down. He really only said to stop this plane going off on the ball. It's a big no now. Man on the airplane said, man on the airplane said, yeah. Man on the airplane cried for his life. He was 6'2", not easy to subdue. But another was 6'8", so either do it. He takes off his belt like he needs to beat him, but he's only doing it to restrain and shrink him up. Man on the airplane said, man on the airplane said, man on the airplane cried for his life. Suspect was taken into custody. The others were blamed for so-called bravery. But the suspect was only a victim. Feeling his right in his helpless screams. Oh, the man on the airplane said, the man on the airplane said, the man on the airplane cried for his life. Oh, the man on the airplane said, the man on the
Song 2.
And then they'll say it'll be okay someday. And if it rains, well, it'll be just fine someday. There are no good to this world anymore. Doesn't matter anything about you're looking for a returning time. There are no good to this world anymore. Barely no melody, certainly no harmony. There are no goods to this world anymore. And if there were any, there would be out of you. And they'll say, babe, it'll be okay someday. And if it rains, well, it'll be just fine someday. There are no chords to this world anymore. Doesn't matter anything it's like. Looking for a tuning time. There are no chords to this world anymore. Barely a melody, certainly no harmony. There are no chords to this world anymore. And if there were any, they would be out of view.
Excellent. Sound good.
Thank you. Just check the. Sorry. Okay.
Just kidding.
What's so clever, the people say, and then they come, will you go? 'Cause they talk, da-dee-do, da-da-da-da-da-dee-do, hey-yo, oh, hey-yo. Next new thing that they bring into life and let it quiet 'cause they da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, oh hey, oh hey.
Beautiful.
You think that was good?
Do you wanna do that again?
Take
Yeah, I
that?
don't know if the.
There was a couple feedback spots.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do another take if you want.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it. Bonus take. That's all I love. The people say I look good, and then they know where you go. 'Cause they oh hey, oh hey. Next Tuesday, that day rain into life, and let it cross again. Da da di da, da 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 di da. Oh hey. Let's go without a sign. Cause they
That was perfect.
Everybody got it?
Cameras off.
smile like you was after what they've done. They held it down as they was lines. They tied it up as you raised down. But they don't talk about it out. They said,
Alright, we're rolling, so whenever you want to start. So make it a good show, whatever you guys want to do, you know, make it cool. So this is going to be what's on YouTube.
Yeah. Should I start off? Okay.
They smiled like heroes after what they've done. They held him down as they blew out his lungs. They tied him up as he released down. But they knocked on the door and wanted out. The man on the aeroplane said, and on the aeroplane said, on the aeroplane cried for his life. There was 6 feet later we could have something felt like it needs to be done, but it only really doing to restrain and treat them. Aeroplane said, and on the aeroplane said, and on the aeroplane cried for his life. Taken into custody. The others got blamed for so-called bravery. The suspect was only a victim here. You can hear his crying and his helpless scream. Man on the aeroplane said, man on the aeroplane cried for his life. Oh, the man on the aeroplane said,
Yeah, I mean, should probably do the second take of that.
Yeah. Maybe let's hex out the 3 smashes.
Okay.
Just to make it smoother, you know? Okay.
Because
I
I
did-
can't learn it.
I also
It sounds good, I know, but.
I forgot the second verse, so I sang the third verse. I was just saying.
I didn't notice that.
Okay, well that's what I was hoping.
You know, anytime James that kills them.
But if you gotta look it over.
Alright.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. You want to do it again or whatever?
Yeah, we'll do a second take of that, or should we move on to it?
Let's do it.
Do
That's my
it.
second take. No 3 hits.
Okay.
They smiled like heroes after what they'd done. They held him down as he blew out his lungs. They tied him up inside face down, 'cause they knocked on the door and wanted out. But man on the aeroplane said, man on the aeroplane said, yeah, man on the aeroplane cried for his life. this flame going up some wall. It's so big now, now. Man on the airplane said, man on the airplane cried for his life. He was 6'2", not easy to subdue, but another was 6'8", so you can do it. He takes off his belt like it's to beat him, but he's only doing it to restrain and shrink him up. Man on the airplane said, man on the airplane said, man on the airplane cried for his life. Taken into custody. The others were thankful so-called bravery, but the suspect was only a victim. Really, his right in his helpless screams. Oh, the man on the airplane said, the man on the airplane said, the man on the airplane cried for his life. Oh, the man on the airplane said, said, oh, my man on the airplane cried for his life. Oh, the man on the airplane said, man on the airplane cried for his life.
Okay, song 2.
And then they'll say, it'll be okay someday. And if the crimes, well, it'll be just fine sometime. There are no goods to this world anymore. Just a man on the line, looking for a return in time. There are no goods to this world anymore. L-E-O-L-O-D, certainly no R-O-D. There are no goods to this world anymore. And if there were any, there would be out of you. And they'll say, babe, it will be okay someday. And if it rains, well, it'll be just fine someday. employees, 'cause they oh hell, oh hell. Let's go without a sign. We said that in back of now, 'cause they oh hell, oh.
Beautiful.
You think that was good?
You wanna do that again?
Yeah, I don't know if the.
There was a couple feedback spots.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do another take if you want.
Do you want?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it.
That's all the people say, and then they know where you go. 'Cause they oh hell, oh hell. Next Tuesday, and they rain into life, and let it cross forget. Oh hell. Let's go without a sign. Said in back of love, 'cause they oh hell, oh hell.
That was perfect.
Okay.
You got it?
Cameras off.